Good morning and welcome to the first and the introduction for our 2024 virtual event for our Baby Loss Awareness Week. We are Love Through Loss. We are a community of collaborators, of advocates, of professionals and organizations that come together to support families through pregnancy and infant loss at any stage from conception through pregnancy and into early infancy. I am a doula. I'm one of the founding members of Love Through Loss, and I also work alongside Joanne at Smaller Mighty Babies and Suman at Plus Arabia. All of us overlap very much in what we do, and the key ethos that runs through all of this is women supporting women. And within Love Through Loss, it's families supporting families. I'm going to come to each of our panelists that are joining today, and get them to introduce themselves. Hazel, you're up.
Thank you, Lala. Firstly, I'd just like to say I do feel privileged to be here every year. It is a topic that impacts so many people on so many levels, and I just don't feel that it's addressed enough. I believe this is our fourth year doing it, and every time somebody gets directed to the site, it is aware of the community, they are always overwhelmed with how positively that can impact them, what they can gain from it, what they can learn. So my name is Hazel Leonard. I am a midwife and a fertility educator. I've been a midwife since 2008, so that makes me feel very old, like 15 years. And I support people through fertility, trying to conceive, IVF. So it is very ingrained in everything that I do. Loss is a part of this journey, a part of this process, sadly. But it's important that we address it and that we are there to support people through it. Because as we know, it affects 1 in 4 people. And yeah, and I think this is an amazing day to kind of celebrate that and navigate these topics to help anybody that has been through or is going through or experiences it in the future.
Thank you so much. I think everything you said there is so right. It's never lost on us how important this week is, how important our community is. And also just, to caveat it by saying that baby loss goes well beyond the scope of this 1 week. It's just that this week gives us the visibility and the platform to really raise parent voices, which is at the very heart and core of everything that we do. We each come here with our own story and with that desire to connect with families through every different aspect of loss to ensure that they have access to the support and resources that they need. Cassie, I'll come over to you next.
Good morning. I am Cassie Destino. I am the founder of IVF Support UAE. I am also a fertility doula and work with women in our community as they navigate their fertility journey. I am also one of the 1 in 4. I had a miscarriage after my first IVF and had a long journey to conceive my children and know what it feels like to pick yourself back up after loss and to move on with your life, however that may be. And it was very important to me to be on the other side of that experience and to support women going through that experience, because I wasn't supported through that experience, and it made it so much more difficult than it needed to be, because so many people have that experience, and you don't ever need to be alone. So this support community with Hazel and with Lala and with Suman and all of our other really extraordinary collaborators has given me such purpose and meaning in my life personally, and it's always such an honor to share this day with these extraordinary women and hear all of these amazing stories. Today, I'm going to be talking about fertility journeys and loss, and I'm going to be having a really important conversation about what life will look like if you come to the end of this journey without a child, and what beauty there can still be in your life, and how that feels. So I'm actually really looking forward to that one. So I'm always honored to be here, and I'm looking forward to a really interesting day of conversation.
Thank you. I think you've spoken to something there, that we are just a small representative of the collaborative individuals and communities that are behind Love Through Loss. And you'll get to see more of them during the day, but you can also find out more information always on our website, lovethroughlosssupport.com. I'm going to lead that on to introducing one of our very important founding members, Tash from Tish Tash, without whom I don't think any of this would be possible.
I mean, no, we definitely are a powerful collaboration together, and I'm grateful for us all. But no, I'm Tash. I own Tish Tash. Hopefully lots of you will have heard of us. We are a marketing communications agency, one of the leading independent ones in the region, and we focus on women's health and wellness. And so that's really my passion area, and it always has been for a long time in my business. And so obviously we play, you know, we're very passionate about doing all we can to amplify and give voice to, you know, powerful stories and the reality of you know, everything we're talking about today. So I'm glad that I can use my business and my connections to help do that. I think, you know, for me personally, obviously I've always been passionate about women's health, but I found myself on you know, a journey which I, you know, I have spoken very vocally about, but from, you know, more than 10 miscarriages, about the same amount of IVF, and losing our daughter at birth 5 years ago. You know, I pretty much feel I have, you know, been through most bits of the journey. And so you know, I felt in a way I was lucky in my journey because of my job and who I have access to. I did have access to some of the most amazing support. And I think I know, because I had access to that, is probably one of the reasons why I'm still upright, and you know, I'm finding a way through myself. But I know that not everybody has access like I had. So that's one of the reasons that I'm really passionate about this, because I want to help others make sure that they do have the right people to talk to, and that they don't feel alone, because it is, you know, it is without doubt one of the most, I'm trying to find the right word to say it, but it is one of those, definitely, I don't know, grounding, or kind of, you know, it takes you to the, you know, every bit of strength you have to muster in yourself. So that's from me, you know. And today, in previous years I've been a lot more hidden, and I've kind of, you know, it was still quite raw for me on my journey. But today, no, I'm looking forward to having a conversation with Cassie about the realities of being childless and not through choice, and where I find myself today.
Thank you so much, Tash. And thank you in advance to all the parent voices who are going to contribute today, to all the professionals, all the clinical psychologists, the midwives, the doctors, everyone who's part of this community that contributes to it in a way that is invaluable. It really is. It's not something that we could do as an individual entity, and I think the collaboration is at the very heart of everything that we do. So we look forward to, with that, we start this year with an incredibly special panel, really poignant and vitally needed within the region. We're starting this morning with our Arabic speaking session that will be hosted by Aya Baker, and joined by Miriam from Baby Zen Spa. So we're very much looking forward to introducing them now. Thank you, everyone. And for those who aren't aware, we will be hosting our Evening of Remembrance in person on Sunday evening, and we hope to see as many of you there as possible to surround one another with love and light through Baby Loss Awareness Week.